Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Lavnish. Welcome to my thoughts. This is episode number 5 of the whole series that we're doing um, about discussing about different topics of interest, of debate, or and genuine content. I try to do my research before giving any content. And yeah, if you're new to this channel and you don't know what it's about, I've already given a description, or else you can check the description box. Anyhow, today we'll be doing a new topic, right? And let's see what topic we're doing. From the picture, you might get an idea. It looks like a building. So we'll see what we're discussing. It's related to the USA. And yeah, so we'll start. If you have any guesses, write them in the comment section below. Obviously, it will be right because most of you will know the topic right now. But if you have guesses, do let me know. So I'm going to talk about, should Ivy League colleges have a foreign quota? It's a really difficult thing to answer. I'll try my level best. I've out of my research, I've gotten different views, asking people who I know. So yeah, let's see. Should Ivy League colleges have a foreign quota? Yeah, so now we can see the difficulty level increasing. Before we were talking about malls, shopping malls, games, athletics, oceans. So increasingly, the difficulty is becoming harder because these questions require proper research, right? And I try to do the best I can. So again, an overview of what I'm doing. Right. So I'm going to first discuss for those who don't know what are Ivy League colleges. I'll do that. Then we talk about the pros or the arguments that support, should Ivy League colleges have a foreign quota, meaning an argument that supports, there are some arguments that support that Ivy League colleges must have a foreign quota. Then the cons that is against it. Then there is one graph that I've gotten for all of you about a fact from these colleges. We'll discuss this in detail. And finally, if this is Thoughts, a YouTube channel, I will definitely be sharing what I think. I want your inputs as well. So let's start with, what are Ivy League colleges? For those of you preparing for colleges, looking for the best colleges uh, abroad, the first country that comes to your mind is the United States of America. Right. So these are the top colleges mostly present in the USA. I put in a double quote in top because quite literally they are the top colleges. They are they are having excellent faculty, facilities, almost better than what you can, definitely better than what you can find in India, in other countries as well. So top as in most students prefer to go to these colleges because of the wide scope of, the future scopes, as well as definitely about, the facilities that are there. These colleges really, challenge you to think in a different way, and that's what many people like about this, because there are some, for people particularly in different education systems, where they feel that their education system doesn't challenge them to think about topics or just memorize topics. Here in these colleges, they actually emphasize on learning everything and understanding everything. Now, examples, if you have not heard of them, you might remember if your friends, peers talk about you, or parents talk about these: Harvard, UCLA, Brown University, Princeton University. These are esteemed and prestigious colleges. The admission rates to these colleges are less, but they are very, very, it's a dream college of people, right? So for many international students all over the world, this is a dream college, a college and a university, a college, sorry, that helps you, achieve what you want to do in life, right? And I say that all universities help you, but these universities have an excellent faculty, as I told you before. They are truly the best of the best. Now we'll go with the pros. So, pros as in there should be a foreign quota. For those of you who don't know what a foreign quota is, a quota is basically a set number of reserved seats, or a set number of people should come. So usually like reserved seats. So suppose I'll give you an example. A very nice example as well. You've gone on a bus, right? We say that these are reserved seats. Some the front seats are reserved seats. So that's how quotas work. These are like fixed seats, and these many seats only you can get. Quite literally seats. But don't think them too literally as bus seats. They're just like admissions. So suppose a quota is for 30 students, meaning the fixed reserve. So the pro is that if there's a quota for 30 students, I'm giving an example, and there are 31 international students, right, applying, then at least 99% get a seat, in the sense that a seat is ensured, that all students will at least get a seat. Because if there is no quota, the argument here is, if there's no quota, then what is the chance of a person going into a seat? Basically, with a quota, at least there is a fixed reservation, right? There is an assurity that someone from an international community outside the USA rather would come to the college. Now, if that comes, then the multicultural experience comes. So the pro is that in the college campus, there can be new and innovative ideas, sparking ideas, and preparing students for a 21st century learning experience with a multicultural experience. Multicultural meaning different people coming together. Then there are many advantages. Such I've explained two of them here. Then one I will do while we're doing the cons as well, right? I'll try to get some advantages there. But definitely, right? If you think about the pros of doing it, it restricts the number of people. So there is there is a lot of new opportunities that can be created for students. Suppose, some students see the USA is a developed country, right? Now there are many people from I say what you can call them as less developed countries. I would not prefer using the phrase third world countries, because I strongly disagree with that. No country is third world. It's just less developed, developed, and more developed. That's it. The people are human. What if you call someone a third class country? You are insulting them. You are literally, quite literally insulting the whole country. And I feel that the human race, not even the human race as such, whole of humanity should not be insulted, and even the animals and everyone. No one should be ever insulted. So never call up someone someone third world from a third world country or a second world country. Right. So coming back, there are many advantages, right? Like again, those who are from a less developed country, at least they have an opportunity to come to college. Now the cons, the negative sides. So a cross will tell us that this is a negative side. Same example. There are 30. Suppose the quota is for yeah, the quota is for 30 students, but there are 60 students applying. Basically, I'll just change the color so we can all see it. There are 60 students who are applying. So the con is that suppose these 60 students are the best and excellent students, okay, all of them are equally talented, but 30. So out of 60, only 30. So they have to adjust, meaning they'll have to cut off this portion, will have to be cut off. That is the disadvantage, that it limits or restricts at some time, right? The and cons, basically, I would say the other side of the argument. So let's go back to the argument. Should Ivy League colleges have a foreign quota? I'm just reminding all of you. So if they don't have a foreign quota, there's no limit, right? All number of students can join. Those are exceptionally well. But then again, if you compare the pros and cons, if there is no foreign quota, how can you assure, sorry, how can you assure that people from the how can you ensure that foreign students can get a seat? That is an issue. How do you assure, suppose a person who is not you know person who's belong from a family who's not economically well off, how do you ensure that, and that to an international student, how do you ensure that this person will also get a seat? I definitely agree that there should be merit, But then merit based, right? Everyone who is talented should come, definitely. That is also one thing. If you have a foreign quota, sometimes what happens is, one con is, I'll also tell you, suppose there are 30 students, I'll take this example. There are 30 students, okay. Again, we'll take the same 60 students, okay, but only 10 are very, very good. Very, very good, as in they are getting above 90, and they are participating in co-curricular activities. They are very nice in terms of the behavior and social services. But then this thing happens is that people who are not as qualified, or who shouldn't be there in the first place, uh, come because this quota is there. So that is one thing. Right. So we'll go to a fact. I'll use the red color pen because it's I trust me, it's very easy. Now, I've taken this. There's a fact. This is a graph that you can see here. I've taken this from Statistia. Statistia. This is about the admissions for the class of 2024. So very advanced. This is meaning we are in 2021 now. 3 years. Okay, 2024. So this is showing the acceptance rate per university in terms of the foreign students. This is meaning 20%. So we see that the most is Brown University, followed by the University of Pennsylvania, Columbia, then Princeton, then Harvard, then Dartmouth, then Cornell, and then Yale. So if you see, there's a starking difference. 17.8% of all students are foreign, whereas in Yale only 9% are. This is a little I think, right? So this thing, right, this also puts us in a conundrum. If I put a quota here, a quota meaning that the quota will tell me that okay, it should definitely only these many students must come. What essentially with the quota you're doing is, if it's a quota, what you're doing is essentially you're saying, oh, okay, leave it, leave all the students. These students, even though they're qualified, just push them out. Okay, we only need a uniform rate. This I don't feel a quota, right? That we will come later. Now, also one thing that is there. If there is if there is no quota, what happens is the situation can come like Yale as well. I'm not saying that Yale is bad. Whatever, they must have their own legitimate reasons for not having many students. But then, how does it advantage? See, Brown University, okay, at least it's accepting more students, right? Almost twice that much. So you must always think in terms of that. Definitely, they have different students, but yeah. Now, what are my thoughts? My thoughts are very simple. Um, I say that foreign universities should not have a quota, not a quota based system. Definitely no quotas. So what I say is that don't put a quota, right? But at least ensure that there's a guarantee that they can work towards, because there's a multicultural environment, right? At least give us a guarantee, give foreign international students a guarantee. I'm not saying a quota, but then I'm saying a guarantee that at least 2% or at least 3% of you will, at least 3% of all our batches will be of foreign students. A guarantee. So what I'm saying is, see, if this is a quota, right? If this is a quota is fixed. What I'm saying is, you don't give, I'm not giving a limiting factor here. I'm saying you just give us if this is the graph, right? Just give us a surety that at least these students at least will come here, and then based on your merit. Now, this should not be too high, like a 1% guarantee at least, right? So that we know that at least some students are going there. So these are my thoughts. If you have your thoughts, do let me know in the comment section below, right? Again, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to comment. Uh, Obviously, if you want to subscribe, you can definitely do it. I do not want to pressurize because I know, frankly speaking, I know the troubles of like convincing people to subscribe. I don't want that because it's not a good practice for me. If people like your content, they will subscribe. There is no doubt, right? So why force people to do so, right? Again, these are my thoughts. I know this video must have been very lengthy. I feel exhausted. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to comment.